Hey Guardians, welcome back. In today's video we are going to review the return of the Word of Crota hand cannon, which can be earned from the Crota Ants raid. This was one of the two hand cannons back in year 1 that had an elemental burn. The Word of Crota was Void and Fatebringer was Arc. Now with the latest Age of Triumph update, these guns are brought back to year 3 and have been splitted into a legendary and an exotic version, where only the exotic version has the elemental damage. Other than that, they are both the same gun. Let's have a look at the perks. It has Hive Disruptor, Steady Hand IS, Fast Draw IS, Sure Shot IS, Zen Moment, Speed Reload, Hammer Forge, Explosive Rounds, and Phantom Gift, which will return a bullet to the mag after hitting 3 precision shots. My setup is Sure Shot IS, Zen Moment, Explosive Rounds, and Phantom Gift. The middle column choice basically comes down to either having range or explosive rounds. I choose explosive rounds because the range increase from Hammer Forge is not worth the trade-off with explosive rounds. Hammer Forge increases the range from 25 to 37, whereas ideally you want to have a range stat of at least 50 to negate all the ranged nerfs. Without perks like Rifled or Reinforced Barrel to give you that needed range bump, the better option would be to choose explosive rounds instead, to give that extra potential damage boost, because the range increase of 12 points is not worth it when you compare it to the usefulness of explosive rounds. Explosive rounds do not suffer from any damage drop off and also has the potential to damage nearby enemies. Zen Moment and Phantom Gift also works very well together. Zen Moment helps increasing the stability when you damage an enemy, and thus it increases the chance on hitting 3 precision shots, which will return 1 bullet to the mag. And high aim assist will also help with that as well. Other than that, the gun feels very snappy and fast. This is due to the high equipped speed of 89 and a solid reload stat of 53. The elemental damage will come in handy when there is a burn for strikes or nightfall, but it really depends on the situation and the modifiers whether it is worth the exotic slot. Overall, this is a solid gun, but unfortunately the biggest drawback is that the range is pretty low. This will make it pretty much unusable in the Crucible where range is king. Not that you can't do well with it, but you are at an unnecessary disadvantage when you are facing those Vendor God rolled Palindromes and AS Lunas. But you will have a much better time with this gun in PvE. It has a good mag size of 12 and due to the Phantom Gift perk, you have a potentially bigger mag as well, provided you are hitting your precision shots. But again, due to the low range stat, you will be having a hard time on those longer ranges when you are playing strikes or nightfalls. And you should be fine in raids, as most of the engagement are in a closed environment where enemies are coming at you, so you don't have to engage on any long ranges. But all in all, Word of Crota cannot keep up with a well-rolled Imago Loop or Fatebringer. Imago Loop with a range perk will be the better choice for PvE, and Fatebringer has that awesome combination of Firefly and Outlaw, which is hard to beat. So if you don't have a well-rolled Imago Loop or Fatebringer, then go ahead, this gun will serve you well, but you should replace it as soon as possible when you get your Fatebringer or Imago Loop dropped, because those guns are simply the better choice. That sums it up for the video. A like is appreciated if you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more Destiny content, tips and tricks, and review videos. And as always, I will see you in the next video, Guardians.